I'm being very self-indulgent describing her, being a perfect character for Leo season, but we're nice, I guess. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Bia. Today I have some really cool book recommendations for Leo season. So Leo season is the season of my people. I'm a Leo. I was born in August. The season starts on the 22nd of July. And it's all about relaxing and having fun, doing stuff that you like. This year, Cancer season was very tiring for a lot of people. I don't know if you even care about zodiac signs. That's what I'm doing today, apparently. I like it. So, I have some cool recommendations. They're all about adventure and fiery people. I hope you enjoy. So the first one is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. So I went with this book. It might not seem obvious for Leo season, maybe for some of you, but to me, it's just adventure and light-hearted fun. I love this book. I love the movie as well. I recommend both, honestly. It's a great adaptation. And the characters, so many of them are so fiery and full of life, full of passion. Leo season is all about love as well. There's some sappy stuff in here as well. Fairy tales. It's all about feeling special and feeling like you have a whole world in front of you to explore. I think it's a great read, not only for Leo season, but for vacation in general. If you want a lighthearted, fun read, I highly recommend Stardust. So the second one is one of my favorites, Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. So Maggie is one of my favorite YA authors ever. I love her magical realism. She does it really well. And the Scorpio Races, I think it's very, very underrated. I could make a video about it if you want to, but for now, what I want to say is that this is a great book for Leo season. So you might be thinking, the Scorpio Races is all about water. Why on earth would you pick it for Leo season? But the characters, they are all fire. Even Sean is a little bit of an earth sign kind of guy. I don't know if you agree, but this book is also a lot of fun to read. It's a standalone, so I feel like, by other authors this would have been done. This would have been made into a series, because it could definitely be made into a series. But I feel like part of its magic, it's just one book. It's contained here. She doesn't stretch it out. She doesn't try to rush things either. It's just perfect and unique. And Leos are unique, and Leos like to feel unique as well. I like some good old-fashioned validation, don't we all? I think it's the perfect read for Leo season, honestly. The third book I have today is Kindred by Octavia Butler. So this is not a fun read. It's an incredible read. It's a great, great book. Octavia Butler is becoming one of my favorite authors. I'm writing my dissertation about her. If you've seen my other videos, I mention it probably in both. I'm sorry, I'm boring. But this book is about this girl, Dana, who goes back in time to the antebellum South. And she is a black woman. So she is put in a very dangerous situation for her. And this book is it's an amazing read. And sometimes it's very difficult to get into it because it's very raw. It has some graphic scenes in it as well. But the character is just so compelling, so well written. You can put yourself in her shoes. She handles these terrible, difficult situations so well. It's just mind-boggling. She's amazing and the book is amazing. And her strength, and you just feel empowered by her. And if you want to read that's not on the light side, but it's still very deep and fiery and perfect for Leo season, I would go with Kindred. So the next recommendation is a little bit predictable. It is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. So I would recommend the entire Hunger Games series, honestly. For the atmosphere in general, I would say, it has everything that you want for Leo season. You have adventure, you have high stakes, you have thrills, you also have love, you have adventure. Did I say adventure already? It has everything that you want for Leo season. It's a fun read. It's not necessarily light at some points, you know, but it's still fun to read. It's still fun to go along with the characters, especially if you're rereading and it's one of your favorites. It's always fun to revisit some of the episodes that go on, some of the scenes. I personally think that Katniss fits seamlessly into Leo season. It's Katniss, come on, she is the girl on fire. It makes sense. And the last recommendation is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. So I chose this a bit for the same reasons that I chose Stardust. For the adventure, for the open world, for the discovery. You just go along for the ride. I think it's a perfect read for the summer. And for Leos in general, it's a quite one. There's gold, you know? There's fame, there's fortune. I mean, you just associate it with Leos. I mean, what Leo doesn't want to be Bilbo at some point? Like, you go on an amazing adventure, you make all of these wonderful friends, you feel all of these emotions, and you have a really great story to tell at parties. I mean, I'm roasting myself, but it's true. And you know, it's just a fun read for the summer, for vacation. If you're in the countryside, I mean, that's just perfection. Reading The Hobbit during summer vacation in the countryside, that just sounds heavenly. But I mean, at the beach, wherever you are, The Hobbit just, I mean, I think it's the perfect Leo season read. Is this the one? The number one recommendation? So I hope you enjoyed. Some of these books are on my favorite shelf. I think all of them are on my favorite shelf. They're some of my favorite books of all time. I love them. They're fun to read for the first time, definitely. But they're also a lot of fun to reread, to revisit. They're just jam-packed with emotions and adventures, and I love them so much. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the books if you haven't read them and you do read them in the future. Have a lovely day, and have a great Leo season. Bye.